ground beef sweet potato bowl cost me less than $12 to make, and it might be the healthiest, budget-friendly dinner I've ever made. I've been watching my weight and trying to drop a few pounds, and I'm obsessed with this recipe. It's sweet, smoky, and a little bit spicy. So easy to throw together, a perfect meal prep, and there's so much flavor packed into this healthy bowl. Hi, I'm Carrie with eatingonadime.com, and we love making healthy, budget-friendly recipes. Let's get cooking. First, preheat your oven to 375 degrees Fahrenheit. Then you're gonna need about 1.5 pounds of sweet potatoes. I actually have one today because it's a big daddy. Look at this thing. It's huge. So you have two options here. You can keep the peel on or you can peel it. Either way works. Today we're gonna peel it, but honestly, if I'm just making this at home, I just go straight to chopping and I don't even peel it at all. You do you. So now we're just gonna peel it. When they're big like this, they're really easy to peel. When they're smaller, but I always like to do the sides first, but since this one's so big, I kind of peel by the end and switch it and then peel the other end. Now I'm just gonna throw these away, and then we're going to chop this up. Got my big knife. Remember, everything that we use today is linked in the description below, including the recipe, but my all-time favorite knife, and I'm also going to use my food chopper. I love this because you can even use it with things that are difficult to chop, like sweet potatoes. I'm using the larger, that comes with two different sizes, diced smaller or bigger. I'm using the largest setting. I really like this because they're gonna be shaped kind of like hash browns, and they'll bake even faster in the oven. So now I'm gonna take my knife and I'm gonna cut this into, I would call slices, probably about a 1/2 inch thick. Then you can just take that whole slice, lay it flat, and then it chops them up for you quickly. Sometimes you gotta hit it really hard because sweet potatoes are pretty tough when they're raw, but it can still work great. This one got really big, so we're gonna cut these down into halves. Okay, they are all diced up super quick. Now I have just a regular baking sheet and I lined it with parchment paper. These are really awesome. They're parchment paper sheets, so you don't have to cut them up. I love them, and we'll include a link for that as well. And we're just gonna put these diced potatoes and just spread them out onto the sheet. Then we're gonna take about a tablespoon of olive oil or avocado oil and just drizzle it right on top. And then we're gonna season with a 1/2 teaspoon of salt. I'm just sprinkling it on top. And a 1/2 teaspoon of black pepper. And then you can use your hands or just a large spatula to just move them all around to get that seasoning and the oil mixed everywhere. You could also do this in a bowl. Oops. But that's just one more thing to clean, so I just like to do it directly on the pan. Then once you get it done, spread it into a thin layer. I did want to say also, if you're trying to cut down on your fat, you could just spray it with olive oil, so you'll use a little bit less, or avocado oil. And also, if you're not a big sweet potato fan, you could make this exact same recipe with just regular russet potatoes. Place it in the oven on bake for 30 to 35 minutes, and we're gonna flip it halfway through. While those are cooking, in a large, medium-sized skillet, turn it on high, and we're gonna add 1 pound of lean ground beef. Today I'm doing 93.7. Then I'm just going to use my meat chopper to separate the beef slightly. Don't spend a lot of time here. The trick with getting ground beef to taste amazing is to let it sit and brown. Now as it's sat, once it starts actually browning, you're just going to take this and then you start crumbling and moving it around. Then you decide, do you want big chunks or do you want it pretty ground up? And I like mine into smaller pieces just because of the way we're going to eat this with everything combined. And then let it set and finish cooking. Now we're going to season it. We are adding a 1/2 teaspoon of onion powder, a 1/2 teaspoon of garlic powder, a 1/2 teaspoon of paprika, action, 1/2 teaspoon of cumin, and a 1/2 teaspoon of pepper, and then a 1/2 teaspoon of salt. Simple, easy seasonings. Then we're going to mix it all together. get that seasoning coated everywhere. Now that this is finished, I'm just gonna turn it off. It's completely cooked. I've already tasted it. It tastes amazing. And we're just gonna let this cool off while the potatoes are finished cooking. The potatoes have been cooking for 15 minutes. So now I just like to go in and toss them around with the spatula so that way they're evenly cooked. So once I've tossed them, then I'm gonna spread them back into a thin layer. And I like to see, you know, I kind of like to film a little bit to see if they're getting done. So it looks like they just need a little bit more time. So I'm gonna let them cook for about another 15 minutes. It's been a few more minutes and they are finished. You can tell when they're done because they will be tender or fork tender, but they'll also be slightly crispy on the outside. Now it's time to get everything ready to actually make the bowls. One thing you don't need, but if you like, we're gonna add avocado. I wanted to just show you my quick trick for dicing up avocado. That's super easy. I like it diced, you could do sliced. So you'll take your half without the pit in it and then just run your knife, being gently to not go through the skin and cut your fingers. Just lengthwise to make slices, and then boom, you have slices. But I want them into diced. So then I run it the opposite way. Again, being careful not to cut your fingers off. Then you take a large spoon and you just scoop them out. Run it through the sides and they fall out in these little diced pieces easily for you. To me, that's the fastest way to dice up an avocado. Now we're gonna assemble. So this is for 4 servings. So you're basically just dividing everything up into 4. You know, if people wanna eat everything, not everybody is gonna like everything in it. So our beef, we're gonna divide it up into 4s, and I'm just gonna add it straight into the bowl. Then we're just going to add our sweet potatoes right into the bowl. We need about a 1/4 cup of cottage cheese per bowl, and avocado if you like. I personally am obsessed with avocado. And then a drizzle of hot honey. Let me know in the comments if you're obsessed with hot honey like me. Now before we eat, ooh, it's so pretty, I just want to give you a couple tips. Cottage cheese. If cottage cheese kind of creeps you out but you want the same flavor, you could actually blend up cottage cheese and the texture is gone and it's just like a little cheesy sauce right on top. Another thing I love is some pickled onions. You can top a couple pickled onions on there. Oh, so good. Okay, I'm gonna get a little bite of everything. Let's go. I'm obsessed. This is one of my all-time favorite dinners, but I love meal prepping it for lunches as well because you can double and triple this recipe and keep them in the fridge, throw them in the air fryer or just microwave them, and you instantly have a lunch or a dinner ready that's actually healthy for you. High protein, loaded with veggies. This recipe you've got to make. And remember, grab the recipe link in the description below. And if you love our budget-friendly and fun recipes, make sure you watch this next video. Okay friends, I'm out of here. Make sure you like and subscribe. I don't want you to miss any of our videos. Let me know in the comments what we should make next. Can't wait to see you next time in our kitchen. Oh man.